Hey everyone, welcome back to 8-Day Gameplay, and we are back with the Charming Empire. We are still working on Tanba's route, and in our last episode it almost seemed like he got a little jealous that a customer was sitting pretty close to you, which is a little interesting. We also find out that he's trying to figure out how to make caramel. Interesting. Without further ado, let's go! I could make all of them if I pulled an all-nighter, but that's asking too much. Don't pull all-nighters. You work too hard. You need a break. Tanba works so hard all the time that just the word all-nighter makes me panic. I didn't expect you to get mad at me. I'm not mad. When I try to stand up for myself, Tanba just laughs. Hey, this should work. Oh, excuse me. After several tries, we finally make something that gets Tanba's approval. Now, I just have to add it to the menu. Hey, why don't you write it? On the menu? My handwriting's really bad, so I get a friend to write it for me. Please? I'll clean up. Tanba starts washing dishes before I could reply. Is it really okay for me to do this? I nervously pick up a pen. I didn't know your handwriting was this good. When I show Tanba the menu after he finishes the dishes, he's more surprised than I expected. After some thought, he grabs all the menus in the cafe and shoves them in my face. Can you rewrite all of these? What? All of them? I'm surprised by Tanba's sudden request, but I can't say no to that face. Aww. Phew, all done. It's almost sunset by the time I'm done. I stretch up in my chair and sprawl out on the table. Nice work. This is a big help. Tanba puts his hands on my shoulders and rubs out the knots. Ooh, giving you a massage now, huh? No problem. I'm glad I could help. Here's my thanks. Tanba sets a paper bag in front of me. I peer into it to find a wooden box carved with a flower pattern. Huh? Where did this come from? I made it. It's the perfect candy box. I open the box. I find it full of caramels I just helped Tanba make. Wow. Tanba's so good at everything. I don't know if my work on the menus is enough to deserve all of this, but Tanba cheerfully admires my work. It looks like I was at least a little helpful. Thanks. I had a lot of fun today. This girl kind of seems like one of those that is kind of, I hate to say this, but dumb at trying to figure out certain things. Like, she's smart in some ways, but she's more like, is that really true? Did I do enough? I mean, it's like constantly questioning what she does and if she's good enough. That's my line. This was the best day off I've had in a while. I can't hang out tomorrow, but you should still stop by. Sure. I practically fly back to the palace. Today was so much fun. Would every day be this fun if I stayed with Tanba forever? Everyone I saw today was so lively and fun, and I love spending time at Tanba's cafe, but my feet suddenly feel heavy when the palace comes into view. The thought of going back to the palace makes me more depressed than ever. No one ever smiles at me there. The palace wall was the palace wall looming in front of me, and the wind blowing through the palace garden feels so cold. Chapter 6. Episode 6 as they call it. Welcome. I smile at the customers as they come into the cafe. It's only been a few days, but I've gotten the hang of waitressing. Tanba's in the kitchen. I feel like he gives me more responsibility now that the regulars know who I am. Where's Toki? Oh, I'm sorry, it's a female. Where's Toki? A female customer comes into the cafe and gives me a suspicious look. He's in the kitchen. Should I go get him? No, thanks. He'll come out sooner or later. Still glaring at me, the woman sighs and takes a seat at the counter. She's wearing a colorful kimono and her face is fully made up. She's the pretty, stylish type of girl who stands out in the crowd. Unfortunately, there's an ugly scowl on her pretty face. Here you go. I quickly serve her a glass of water, but she just gazes at the kitchen and doesn't give me the time of day. Maybe I should get Tanba after all. I'm about to go into the kitchen when the woman calls out to me. Hey, what's your relationship with with Toki, sorry. Her unexpected question makes me stumble on my words. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm helping Tanba with the cafe now, but he's not really my boss. Are we friends? No, that's not right. Then what are we? As I search for an answer, a regular sitting nearby jumps in with a grin. They're married, of course. No, we're not. The woman narrows her eyes at me when I deny what the regular says. So you're the girl Toki's been talking about. Tanba told you about me? What did he say? The woman ignores my question and stands up from her chair. Are you leaving? The woman walks towards the door without a word. When she reaches the door, she turns back to me. Toki hits on everyone. Every girl in this neighborhood has been a victim of his smooth talking. That alone is bad enough, but recently, I gulp in fear as the woman glares at me even harder. I feel sorry for you, so I'll let you in on something before it's too late. Toki's nice to all the girls. He might be spending a lot of time with you lately, but it's probably just a fling. Don't think you're anything special. With that, the woman leaves the cafe. I stare at the door in shock. Whoa, talk about a bad mouth. Don't let her bother you. A regular customer calls out to me when I find myself frozen in place. Yeah, I'm fine. My mouth forms words, but my mind is completely blank. Why am I so upset? Maybe I really did think I was special. It's true that my guard is down when Tanba's kind to me, and I take it for granted that he's always here to greet me, but at the same time, I know that such a kind of fun guy has to be popular with the girls. Especially if he walks up to them on the street like he did with me. What if he thinks I'm annoying for coming to the cafe every day? Hey, what are you just standing there for? Tanba calls out to me from behind and interrupts my train of thought. Oh, it's nothing. I quickly try to hide my feelings, but Tanba gives me a serious look. It doesn't look like nothing. Tell me what's on your mind. So we are going to ask, what's our relationship? What's our relationship? Our relationship? Well, I'm not really your boss, then are we friends? Tanba crosses his arms and starts thinking along the same line that I did. Actually, forget it. I was just wondering. Sorry for being weird. Our relationship doesn't change the fun times we've shared, so there's nothing to worry about. That girl was just here. The regular who called out to me explains the situation. What? Jeez, what's her problem? Tanba sighs and turns back to me. Oh, sorry. My bad. Forget about her. She's not a bad person, but well, as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome here as long as you want. Okay. I'm glad to hear you say that. Phew. At least now I know I'm not just in the way. But that woman called Tanba by his first name. I wonder how they know each other. Not to mention the regular customers seem to know who she is. I've been coming by every day lately, but there's a lot I'm still in the dark about. Including Tanba, just the thought of that suddenly makes my heart ache. There's not a sound outside as I stay up gazing at the ceiling from my bed. It's so quiet. Quiet nights are even lonelier after the livelier day at the lively day at the cafe. I'm gonna let you go here because I think my son is waking up. I don't know if you heard in one part of the video, I kind of paused afterwards because he kind of fussed a little bit. So, like I said, I make these videos while he's taking his naps. So, anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!